We love
couple new stories I want to get to.
What's up, man? Hit me with them.
There's going to be a little bit of a mixy podcast again.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't want to say super mixy, but, there's some Toronto topics that I want to get to. And some of them might be a little bit
too mixy for
controversial.
Me?
Yeah.
Too mixy for me?
So, okay, for example, Flippa GGG. He speaks from in his cell. He's been convicted like lately of the different the M charge that he had against the mob enforcer. There's another thing that he was facing before, but he posted, I guess, in his Instagram, that Kim Schofield, and here's the post here. I'll put it up on the screen for you to see here. Bada boom, bada bing. Kim Schofield is the worst lawyer ever. Run fast from that. Now, Jan, you know who Kim Schofield is, right?
I've caught wind of her. I've heard of her.
She's the one. She's blonde. She has the glasses, the mullet, right? Yeah. She's popular in Toronto for getting off enough people, whether it's mob shit, all types. She's basically what they call a high profile lawyer. Okay. Yeah. And she's top 5's lawyer. Yeah. Currently, for what I'm thinking, right? Yeah. So for him to say,
and didn't she do the what's the name, Loco?
I think so. Yeah. And she got Loco City off. Pause. Yeah.
Well, no, it's not even a pause.
No pause.
Not even a pause. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. But she got him off with the
with his
racial
situation.
Profiling.
Yeah, yeah. Well, you know what? That was a tangible that was a tangital case.
Yeah, because they said in his case they ran out of the elevator and said that they were loitering when when the police approached them, they said that they were loitering, but from the video, it shows they literally just got out the elevator and they got rushed.
And they just got rushed.
So like loitering what?
That was just something they were just picking on some young black men.
Right.
Didn't know who they were, just picked on them and just, they got lucky that day.
Yeah, and Kim Schofield was the one who, I guess, brought that to...
Yeah, defended that for them.
Yeah, and she's like obviously defended a whole bunch. I've seen her on CP24 mad times.
Mad times.
But why would he be saying this if this is currently still 5's lawyer?
Well, you know what? There's a lot of speculations that ran through my mind right then and there. But sometimes you keep things to yourself, right? But on a real sense, like common sense, me as like a black man, and I've been in the system before. Yeah, you know what I mean. These are things I would have kept to myself, because although you're already in the situation where you're not even eligible for parole, it's sometimes right. So like those are things you got to keep to yourself. She's a lawyer. She could still turn around and get him for slander, but she won't. That won't affect her money. Yeah. Let's just be real. It's a sense of, anybody would be mad. They didn't win. You went with the person is like, it's like Tom Brady. Like, dog, Tom Brady's on our team. We're getting a Super Bowl. And then we get to the Super Bowl and like, he throws an interception pass and that was it.
Now it's fuck Brady.
Right?
Yeah, but if Brady's still riding for like the rest of the whole team feel that way, that's like, well, I don't know. I can't, we're just speculating, or obviously we're podcasting, we're doing whatever, right?
Yeah, but we're talking common sense now, though.
Like, I just feel like it's a conflict of interest. If this is still your homie's lawyer and you're telling people, bun that lawyer, she's, basically saying she's a dump truck or like she's just a trash lawyer.
So what, and maybe that's where you should take heed and be like, yo, fired.
I think there's foreshadowing. I feel like even though, like, I guess she represented both of them, and he's been found guilty of his stuff, right? Yeah. 5, we're still waiting for answers from that. Like but 2 years almost.
But that's the thing. If she was really on, you know what I mean? like, yo, if you're doing what you're supposed to do.
Maybe. There might be some kind of foreshadowing saying that maybe she might not be doing what she's supposed to do for 5 neither.
All right.
And this is why he's finally publicly saying, you know what? Fuck this chick.
Yo.
This is what, right? Because like if they communicate in any way, that would look bad. Like, yo, that's my lawyer, fam. What do you mean? Why are you telling people to?
But that's the thing. Like it could be a subliminal. Like, yo, bro, get away from this because that's trying to sink you. You know what I mean? So
yeah, get away from that, fam.
Right. And that's just talking common sense. You know what I mean? Any real nigga would know, like, that's common sense, right? That's not, I don't even think that's him slandering. That's him forewarning the whole motherfucking hood. All you young kids.
Yeah, stay away from that.
And stay away from crime, period.
Yeah, that would help.
In that sense, right? Like, just stay away from the crime. If you can't do it, if you can't do those type of numbers, bro, football numbers and thing.
Yeah.
Just don't do it, fam.
Put the blicky down, fam.
Bro, do what you want. Keep yourself alive. But when it comes to chucking the badness and doing evil and doing things that are karma, you know, sins of youth fall back on your shit. So it's just like,
your youths.
And your youth. So it's like, you got to think like that. If you're thinking like that, if you're in a situation, you got to do your damn thing, izzle, do your damn thing, izzle. Yeah. If you're fucking broken on your ribs are touching, you got to go motherfucking go to Metro and go steal some full chickens and shit and do what you got to do. Do it. Mm-hmm. But you got to know at the end of it, you still got to work. You still got to do something to legalize yourself. You still got to do something because certain things that now they're just covering everything. There's camera everywhere. There's everything.
Yeah.
Oh, fam, it's to the point where you can't do nothing.
Yeah. It's crazy. Even like, obviously shit happens.
Yeah.
But like, for example, with Flippa, right? Like he's dealt with M's, right? It's crazy in 2020, whatever. That people think that he could still get away with M's. That's the hardest part right now. Like you just mentioned, there's cameras everywhere. You might, I can understand if it's a circumstance where you're like, yo, him or me, it's a situation like you get into, like there's an argument that happens. But like when guys even try to plan to do a drill. No, that's wrong. That's right there, you're in more trouble. Because you're planning. Yeah, but like, how, like, even though people do still get away with murders, like, don't get me wrong, I'm not dumb, comic gang. Yes. Right? But it's way harder in these days and times to think you can get away with it with just cameras in every single
Let's just be real.
sector of the world,
you can't
bro.
Then be rapping about it after.
Well, that's just obvious.
Right? Even if it's the imaginary playmate shit that we like to do as rappers, you know, some things that you speak that can come to light. Right? Facts. Your words are your wand. You know what I mean? So what you cast is what you spell.
No, it's real talk, fam. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It just baffles my mind. Like,
it's gonna baffle your mind.
Like niggas could put on a mask or whatever, but like I literally watched shit on CP24 in 4K that came from a surveillance camera that was on this street light or whatever. And like they always have some kind of video of the ting, fam. Yeah. It's like it's why even bother? Like, you really have to want to murk somebody.
You better off just scrapping it out, bro. You better off just scrapping it out, bro. Just meet up and let's kick each other's fucking ass. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like you will get caught, and if you don't get caught, like your picture ends up on the fucking news. Like, fam, it always happens at these days.
I'm just saying, okay, those type of things, people in those situations get caught by relation. Okay? So a lot of things leads up to certain ththings. So people could remember things, and then that's all it takes. Yeah. You know what I mean? It's not like it was some random thing and bump into the man and be like, boy! You know what I mean? You could. You could get away with those. But like, and I'm not promoting this because I don't stand for that.
Not at all.
Fuck it, I do not stand for that, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just saying, after you live certain ways in life, and then you get into the situations and now your life is on pause. My nigga, man, I know how every nigga would feel. It's like, fuck.
Yeah.
I could be doing this right now in my life. I could be doing that.
Yeah.
And you know what? All you could do is pray after that. You know what I'm saying? And he's warning the hood. That's him. Honestly, bro. That's him subliminally just warning the hood.
It's more than a sub.
You know what I'm saying?
That's a megaphone. That's like, don't go there.
Don't go there.
Don't go to her office.
Right? And that's to be real. Like, you're better off trying your luck with a black lawyer. Or something. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not saying like get in trouble and get a black lawyer, but I'm saying like in a sense,
they might be looking out for you a little bit more.
Yeah, I'm not making it.
I don't like. At the same time, this is just his opinion.
That's his
I don't want to put any slander on Kim Schofield's name over here.
No, I'm not putting no. I'm just saying he can do what he wants. It's his decision because it was his life. Yeah. It was his decision. So I'm just saying whatever he makes a decision to tell the hood. To tell the man them, to tell whoever he feels, young kid watching who's still a fan of him and being like, shit, man, my favorite rapper is now in jail forever. Like, he can be like, yo, this is what I'm going to say to you now.
Yeah.
And that's what I feel I get from that. I'm being real. Mm-hmm. Most people taking twist shit, man. If you could really pop your mind into someone who's in that position right there, they're not telling you to be hard right there. They're telling you to show you, yo, my nigga, do not deal with these motherfuckers.
You got to read between the lines.
You got to read between the lines.
Yeah. Straight.
Because he can't put it in the music right now. So you got to put it like that.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm telling you again, I'm just speaking as a human, and I'm just speaking as a black man, as a brother, as if I had a chance to just speak to anybody who can be about to make a decision, I would say something to them. They'd be like, yo, I'm going home. I'd say something to them. I don't even have to say it on air right now, but I'd say something to make them go home. Because they'd be like, this nigga's for real.
Yeah.
All right?
Yeah.
That's it. You know what I mean? And it's him just teaching people to learn from his mistake. That's how I feel. That's how I honestly feel.
Listen, man, hold your head to Flippa. And listen, to everybody behind bars, except for the diddlers and the rats, obviously. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But, and condolences to the families of anybody who's lost loved ones to any of these types of things that are going on in these streets out here, you know what I'm saying? Because like, in the end of the day, somebody's always lost when it comes to something like this. The person who's behind bars, the person who's dead, like... It's an ongoing cycle, right? There's always collateral damage, basically.
Yeah, it hurts.
You know what I'm saying?
It hurts too. It hurts to see everybody just be in those, because you know what I mean? No, it's a concrete jungle out here, bruh. It's a cold world. Bundle up.
Bundle up.
Bundle up. It's colder than a polar bear's toenail.
We love hip hop.